It is time to talk Game 3 of the NBA Finals. And I've missed our special guest. We haven't seen him since May 17th. He has been a beacon of consistency this year. 60 wins and 53 losses, hitting at 53.1%, plus 4.92 units, ROI plus 4.35%, average line minus 102. Last year, he was flirting with 60% throughout the year. He has had back-to-back strong seasons on the show in a very tough sport to cap, the National Basketball Association. Proud to be his friend. We're fortunate to cap with him. Please welcome from Los Angeles, California, Derl Rice. Derl, how are you, my guy?
Yo, what's up, man? What is good? Good to be back, Jay. It's been a long time, I feel, brother. A very, very long time.
Too long.
That's what happens. Yeah, that's what happens when it's the end of the year. And last time we were on, Jose and I were getting into a little spat about Boston and LA narrative. And you see what happened. We're both in 1, 2, 3 Cancun. So, yeah, man, happy to be back. Any day on this side of the grass is a
good day. You're absolutely right.
Good day,
You're absolutely right.
Good day,
and we have to take these moments and really cherish them and let them bring all the light and happiness into our lives. Let's get to work, my friend. 8:30 p.m.
Let's get to work, man.
Eastern. NBA Finals Game 3 and our Billy Brisbane will be right here hosting the live stream this very evening. It starts at 8:15. Nice. Please join Brizzy here. Please join Brizzy. Also, Derl, on Monday evening, Eve, I'm hosting Game 5 of the NBA Finals. I would sure love if you could jump on for a bit for our live stream if you have time.
Really? I have time. I'm telling
Monday night, we would love
Monday.
that.
Okay.
Appearance.
That's open. Okay.
Beautiful. I'll hit you up. Oh, and the spreadsheet play today is in. There was concerns that Ron Crawford would not be here. Atlanta minus 113. And Ron Crawford keeps his streak of giving us a spreadsheet play of the day every single show. When I've been sick or I've been away, Ron Crawford is not a model of consistency from Ron Crawford. Thank you, Ron, my friend. Okay, so let's get to work. Miami, Florida. How much fun is this series? Game 3, we are tied at 1. Let's get into the line history and the cash flow first and foremost. Also, let's get the cash flow up over from MLB over to NBA. And I know what I want to do, but I knew it would be best to wait and to talk it out. Now, there has been the move from 2.5 to 3 for the Denver Nuggets. Waiting to see if that move would happen. It has happened.
It has happened.
Minus 2.5, minus 102. It's now minus 3. It moved to minus 3 this very morning at 9:48 a.m. So it's at minus 3 here. Now let's take a look at the total. The total opened up at 216.5 and it's down to 214.5. We have a move towards the under. So game 1 at 219, games 2 at 216, game 3 at 214.5. We keep seeing these totals drop. So it opened up at 216. We're now at 214.5, and it is juiced to the under. There's our guy, Tori Coker. Tori Coker says heat. JJ says Jokic is clearly injured. Why the hell did they keep him in? All right, so let's take a look at the cash flow. Here we go. 70% of the tickets, 87% of the cash on the Denver Nuggets. Total-wise, 51% of the tickets and 94% of cash on the under. And why wouldn't it be on the under? This pace, and it's the first time I've written this, 89.75 possessions a game. I've not ever written that in the 6 years we've been doing this publicly and discussing the pace. I've never written any series or any team's pace in the 80s ever.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
89.75%. And you would think then the total would be around 204 or 205, but we're dealing with some both teams' ability to be efficient and the Heat's ability to get hot from three. So, very slow pace to this series. Speaking of the pace, and I'll get back to my breakdown and then, or just my table setting. This was from Michael Malone. We want to play fast. They want to play slow. We are playing way too slow, which is forcing a lot of late shot clock situations for us. So there you go. From Michael Malone, he wants to play faster. So the series is being played 9 possessions slower for the Nuggets compared to the regular season. 9. 6 possessions slower compared to the rest of the playoffs. Wow. So the Heat come in off that crucial Game 2 victory. More quotes from Michael Malone. The Miami Heat are dominating the fourth quarter.
You think?
They're averaging 33 points, shooting 60% from the field, over 50% on threes. We're up 8 points going into the fourth quarter of Game 2, up 21 going into the fourth quarter of Game 1. The Nuggets, no, that's the end of the quote. The Nuggets are averaging 106 points a game in this series, 10 below their playoff average heading into the finals. Jokic puts in 41. Murray had 18 and 10. Where is Michael Porter Jr.? 41.4% from threes this season. Question that I would like you to answer in your breakdown, and I've just got a little bit more before I can't wait to hear what you have to say, is are Gabe Vincent and Kyle Lowry outplaying Jamal Murray? Gabe Vincent shooting 57.7% from the field, 56.3% from three, 21 points per game, and 2 turnovers in 70 minutes. Gabe Vincent is playing elite basketball at the point. He's shooting 56.3% from three. Kyle Lowry shooting 55.6% from three. These guys are hitting buckets. Butler, 13 points in the opener, 21 and 9 in Game 2. He's shooting 39.4% from the field. He's attempted 5 free throws in this series, and it's tied 1-1. Who would have thunk it? Take it away, Derl. The floor is yours. How are we getting paid in Game 3 of the NBA Finals?
Okay, so I'm excited about this, and I'm going to treat this segment like I treated the Dallas Mavericks and Chicago Bulls series remember when I said Dallas Mavericks have to lose those games because they would give away their protected pick. Okay, so I'm going to separate this into 3 different parts. So the first part I'll talk about is your actual question, and that is Kyle Lowry and Gabe Vincent really these guys? Or to some degree, that was your question, right?
Are they outplaying Jamal Murray?
Absolutely. They are outplaying Jamal Murray right now. Now, let's attack that just from a team's perspective. Miami Heat was number 1 3-point shooting team last year, right? This year, they're 27th. But in the postseason, and someone can back me up on these numbers right now, they are the number 1 3-point shooting team. So this team is actually the best 3-point shooting team in the postseason. When you have this many games in the postseason when you're playing, it gets to a point in your gameplay to where you are what the numbers say you are, right? So with Gabe shooting the ball as good as he's doing, Duncan Robinson kind of being revitalized and doing what he's doing after fleecing the Heat for all that money from his contract that he made, Kyle Lowry making these threes. He was doing this to a certain degree when he was in Toronto. Yes, these guys are it. This is who they are right now. They are shooting threes, and you're not going to stop them from shooting threes. And they've done it against 3 opponents already in which they are the number 1 3-point shooting team in the postseason. So that doesn't stop. That doesn't stop at all. So we can answer that question about being outplayed. Yeah. Why? Because it's evident that Denver is the more talented team than Miami. Right now, what I mean by that? Well, look how many undrafted players are on Miami squad. Look at the talent that Denver has on their squad in comparison to actual raw talent that Miami has. Denver's the more talented team. So to have Kyle Lowry and Gabe Vincent and all these supporting role players make these threes, bro, yes, they're absolutely, without a doubt, outplaying Jamal Murray. That's the first segment. So let's go there with the Heat actually playing better because they are. Number two, the coaching. The coaching is unbelievable. It is crazy what Spo is doing, and he's making adjustments a lot quicker, right? This is something I had seen in my group text where Darvin Ham didn't do. What Darvin Ham didn't do was make the adjustments right away. And you saw, what did Spoles do game 2 with Kevin Love?
Started him.
He started him. He started Kevin Love game 2. Right off the bat. Why? Because he knew he didn't have the size, and Aaron Gordon was taking people's lunch in game 1. It was too much size. Again, so Spoles had to make those adjustments. And he did. So we could see the coaching completely take a drastic turn and what Spoles wanted Denver to do. And this is why he kind of went off on Ramona Shelburne after the game, because she almost had the potential to give up the goods. And that is what's going through their head as far as adjustments. If you look at that question, she basically asked the question, hey, do you make Joker a better scorer or a better passer? Which one, is kind of pick your poison. Which would you rather have? And his rebuttal to that was, well, you can't do that. It's Joker. And to a certain degree, he's very right. It is Joker. You can't decide what you're going to make him. But you can decide how your defense is going to play and which direction you want to take him to. Not necessarily saying he's going to go there, but looking at the numbers, you would rather have Joker as a scorer and not a passer. You would rather have him scoring the ball and not passing the ball. Why? Because he's got a team full of house cats. These players are home fed. They get the ball in the right place. They get to their spots in the right place, and the ball's just dished to them. They're not hunters. They can't go and hunt and find their shot, which means if they do that, you throw them off rhythm. That's not the end-all be-all for all the Denver players, but that is pretty much how it goes there, to where if you're playing in Denver, you're going to get a good pass from Joker to set up a really good shot. But for you to go and find your shot, no, not so much. Now, I know I'm drawing this out, but I'm going to make a case for why I'm betting the way I am. If you want to play against Denver, you want to have Joker scoring and not passing the ball. Here are numbers. We look at Joker's true scoring, and we can also look at Joker's potential assists. Now, I heard this on a pod. This is called the Lovedale stat. Why? Because when Steph Curry was playing at Davidson, he had a teammate by the name of Andrew Lovedale who continually missed. He was notorious for missing easy shots after having the ball assisted to him. So these are called potential assists. Potential assists is basically what I said. If I pass you the ball, even if you missed the shot, if the shot was a good shot and you missed it, that could have been an assist there. Joker had 4 assists for the game. 4 assists. His potential assists were 11 for that game. In that game also, this is game 2, he had 32 true shots. 32 true shots. True shots are your field goals and your free throws. Now, to put this into context, for the season, Joker averages 17 true shots and 16 potential assists. So he's kind of neck and neck, 1-to-1. Anytime Joker's true shots are greater or double his potential assists, they are 2 and 3 in the postseason, 7 and 5 for the entire season. So they're still over 500. When he's neck and neck at his 1-to-1 ratio, they are 24 and 6. So that tells me that you would rather have him distributing the ball than shooting more, if anything. So Miami most definitely wants to make Joker a shooter. They want to make him shoot the ball. Bottom line, Your chances are of winning against Denver when Joker is shooting the ball is a lot higher than it is if he has been dishing out the ball. This is the reason why I'm taking this side also. Do you know who's been a better distributor in this series besides Joker? Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray has had 10 assists in the last 2 games. 20 assists total. 10 of those assists have gone to Joker. So if you want to look at a good play, this is the first time I'm going to do this. I'm laddering Murray's assists. Why? Because his potential assists in these last 2 games have been 38. 38 potential assists out of the 20 that he's had already. So I like that play and I'm comfortable with it. So I like Murray at least 7, 8, and 9 assists. I believe he gets 10 again easily. A lot of those are going to go from the Joker pick and roll, but Murray's assists and his potential assists are out of this world. So he's becoming a better distributor. So what does that mean? If you're leaning toward the Miami side, then you really like that play because you're just going to collapse on Joker and let him shoot and not distribute the ball, right? That works in Murray's favor also. If you're going to think that Denver is going to adjust to the adjustments, then you take Joker's assists because he is going to distribute the ball as well. So depending on who you like, you could take both of them. I like what Miami's done, and I got to see what Denver's going to do to adjust. But I also like that Murray has been a distributor this series. So I like Murray, and this is the first time I'm doing a ladder. 7, 8, 9 assists. I believe I got 7 assists at minus 148 juice, 8 assists at minus 112, 9 assists at plus 260. That's the way I'm going with that. Something also that's kind of pretty much happened like clockwork. If you like Denver, take them first half. Denver is 2-0 in the series first half. And this was even after being down 21-10 in the first quarter last game. Right? So they're going to come back and they're going to make that run and get off to a good start. I really believe Denver, in my opinion, is going to win this game. They're just way too much talent of a team. And what happens with Miami is Miami's got to be a more cerebral team, and they cannot make mistakes. They can't afford to make mistakes because the lack of talent that they have in comparison to other teams. So they really get you on making sure you, as the opponent, make the mistakes first. You got to make the mistakes first, and then they capitalize on that. And when you have a team that is so used to having the ball just given to them in the palm of their hands like Denver is, when you take them out of rhythm, man, then everything else collapses. Stupid fouls, stupid shots, and things like that, because that's not how Denver plays. That's not how they play at all. They're spoon-fed, and that's just because of how good Joker is. So all in all, I like Murray for his assist, ladder those, and I like Denver first half at -1, I believe it is.
I think I'll see if we can get you a 1. I see 1.5. By the way, Bet365 has not moved it to 3. All the other books have, but I shouldn't say all. I thought I saw all. Yes, all. Oh no, BetOnline hasn't. So BetOnline and BetOnline and Bet365 have been moving in unison in a lot of different spots here.
Razor, I like the double-double, Razor. I do. I really do. Jamal Murray double-double. I could not talk you off of that because he's going to score his points. I mean, but the assist portion is just easy for me. So it would be only advantageous to play the double-double also, because to say that Murray isn't going to score 10 points, I mean, hell's got to freeze over for that. So yeah, double-double for Jamal Murray too. I'm going to look for that number, and I'm going to play that.
Well, we can get you the -1.5 first half. Derl, first half.
First half, throw me that. This is 5 plays, man.
And let's get your Jamal Murray double-double. Can we all find a line for the double-double? I'm going to get here on the double-double, but I doubt this is going to be the best line. The Jamal Murray double plus 390 at Bet365.
Yeah, let's do it.
Dub plus
Yep,
390.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because I believe he could hit 10 assists. If you have potential assists at 38, you're talking about he's distributing the ball, man. He is distributing the ball. Out of the 20 assists, 10 are at Joker. So come on, man. This has got to be a spot. What's funny?
Oh, Razor says you're welcome, Derl. Next question: LeBron over under PRA tonight.
Oh, see, here we go. Razor, you know what, man? That's why I don't like Razor.
Okay. Billy Brisbane says Kevin Love's gone over his PRA in all 7 playoff starts with 20 plus minutes and 14 plus points, rebounds, and assists in 9 of his last 15 starts.
What's his steals, Billy? Because that's the number right there. I think in those 20 minutes of play, he's had more steals than Joker, Green, Porter, like people combined on the Denver team.
Billy Brisbane hosting our Game 3 NBA Final live bet stream right here. Starts at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Brizzy is hosting our live bet stream. Well, I've got to follow through with my plan, and everything here has pushed me towards it. If I had a free play on the full game, I don't know how you don't bet the Heat.
Yeah,
I just, what are the most important minutes of the game? In the most important minutes of the game, the Heat continually rise up. Better coaching. Lots of different angles. But I'm not going to take the Heat in Game 3. I'm not. I'm making 2 bets here. I'm going to be on the Nuggets first quarter -1 and first half -1.5, and that's it. And then I bounce. The Nuggets got smacked in the mouth, and that's where you want them. Games 2, games 3, games 4, so much easier to bet. I understand the move towards the under, and I get it, and I like that this total keeps dropping. But I'm going to keep things clean. I don't want to have more than 2 units invested in this game. I've got a lot on the series, so I'm going to keep it clean. I think the Nuggets play angry. I think that everybody's saying that Vincent and Lowry are outplaying Jamal Murray makes me think Lowry's going to have a big game. It really does. But I don't want to bet PRAs. I really don't. I don't want to bet any player props, but and then I also don't want fandom to get involved.
It kind of sounds like that when you say Lowry.
Well, look, I like watching Lowry step up here. It sucked watching last year. It sucked. He loses his family. He gains all his weight. He's a fucking afterthought. Like, we want a statue of the man. So I didn't like seeing it, and I like seeing him step up. And I love seeing him come off the bench, as a teammate, as a team player, and doing whatever it is necessary, and respecting that Gabe Vincent is the man. I like him. Stu Chaos says you can't trust Lowry ever. Look, I think his wife would second that, or his ex-wife, but I don't. I just personally just want first quarter, first half. Yeah, Rem Mosty. That's why he was gone for personal reasons for so long last year. So, yeah, look, I'm going to keep it simple. I think the Nuggets answer back, and then I expect the Heat to come, and I expect to live bet the Heat at some point in the first half. Hopefully, it's at the end of the first half. But that's my expectation here. I'm on Nuggets first quarter -1, first half -1.5, and I want to get this action in before it moves, because everything's moving to 3, and it's not here at Bet365. So, LJ says history says Denver wins and covers the spread. He's on Denver -2.5. The stat that was given out by our Mike M, the great Mike M, the stat was a wild one. It was this. It was I think I passed it. Did I pass it? But I remember it offhand. It was that teams -6 or less
Mm-hmm.
in the NBA Finals are now. What was it? Jesus, I don't want to screw it up. Mike M, can you drop it in the chat one more? I don't want to fuck it up. It's too important here.
74 finals when the fave is -6 or less, they are 74-0 straight up. And 72-0 and 2. Why mess around when I have that much data? So he's saying that this should be a Denver spot. This should be a Denver Crush spot.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good.
I've seen enough.
I like the first half. Denver has crushed him in both series, or in both games in the first half. They're still the number one scoring team in the league, for the season in the first quarter. So when you get hit in the mouth like that and you let a game slip away like you did, I think you come out with with blood in the water. So for me, yeah, give me Denver first half. Let's see if they collapse again in the second half. But I like Jamal Murray's ladders, man. As a matter of fact, yeah, over 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5 assists, double for Jamal Murray. And
that wasn't 7 or more. That was over 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So specifically, 6.5 assists, 7.5 assists, 8.5 assists, 9.5 assists, double, and Denver first half -1.5.
But you didn't give out the 6.5 here for record keeping.
Make all of those official.
Okay, because I got 7.5 -148, 8.5 -112, 9.5 plus 260.
Okay.
But I can add the 6.5 if you would like.
Yeah, add that 6.5. But okay, you're right. 6.5 -148, 7.5 plus 112, 9.5 plus 260, or 8. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm looking at least. So if you want me to word it another way, at least 7 assists -148.
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I had. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at least 8.
At least 8 assists plus 112. At least 9 260, and then at least 10 plus 580.
So it was plus 112. I had -112.
No, yeah. When it gets to 8, it's plus 112.
Okay, cool. You got it. You got it all locked in. And Tori, I love it. Tori, I love that you've been banking off the Heat throughout the whole playoff series, and your bankroll's monstrous because of it. I love it. It's great. It's great. And that's part of the fun is people being on other sides. But none of us, Derl nor myself, no one's. LJ from H-Town is on Nuggets full game, and so is Mike M. But I'm not. And there we go. Razor Sharp picks. Gambler's first glance is in. Under 214.5 for Razor Sharp picks. Under 214.5. Gambler's first glance is in. All right, locked in. Derl, what a treat it is to have you back in action. We have missed you very, very much. Game 3 analysis was excellent. We're going to cut this video up and put this up on our YouTube page, on our homepage. So if anybody wants to see just the NBA breakdown, we'll have that up on our YouTube page. Please follow Derl on Twitter @It'sDerl. Man, we've missed you. Thank you for your hard work, your insights.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Let's get paid today, man. I don't know why, but I feel like this is going to be a sweep. I do. I don't say that much, but I feel like it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you for rolling with us, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.